Instead of replacing this $300 wall clock that my wife loves, I'm going to repair it instead. If you're trying to set the time, but the hands just keep drooping down at 6, the first thing you're going to want to do is take the clock off the wall and set it face down on a nice working surface. So I'm going to use this kitchen table. You could put a towel or blanket down just so you don't scratch anything, but I'm just going to rest it on the surface carefully. Next, we're going to get a Phillips screwdriver, and once the clock is flipped over, there's going to be several of these screws just holding a piece of particle board onto the frame of the clock. This is going to allow us to get access to the movement, so we'll see if we can actually push the hands back on where they attach to that clock movement. If not, we'll just replace everything. And I do recommend doing this by hand because we are going to use these screws again when we put the clock back together, and we don't want to strip them. So I don't recommend using any kind of power tool to unscrew these things. Once you've got all of the screws out, you should be able to very carefully lift out the clock from its frame, and we can start working on it. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, the long spade hands on my clock have actually broken off of the movement. So you can see how thin and fragile these little parts are. So I'm going to pull the hands off completely, and then I am going to get a replacement kit. So I'm going to pull on this hour hand and very carefully pull it up off of that plastic connector that it's on, and now I'll have access to an 11 millimeter nut that holds the quartz clock movement onto that clock face. Once you unscrew that nut, you may be able to just remove the movement completely. However, I did find that mine was still attached to the back of that particle board, so I just kind of applied some gentle pressure, and what I found was that there were actually some little sticky pads that were holding it on. So with a firm grip, I was able to pull that off. Next, what we need is a replacement kit, and I will put a link in the description to what I purchased from Amazon. So these are long spade hands for this particular clock, along with a clock movement replacement. And I do recommend getting spade hands and a clock movement because some of the hands do attach differently to the movement, so you want to get a kit where everything kind of works together. I do recommend comparing the kit to all of your old parts to make sure it's a good match before you throw anything away. And now to put the clock back together, we're going to put things together in the opposite order that we took them apart. So there is a little hanging clip that came with the new quartz movement. I am going to install it, although this clock does have a hook at the top of it for actually hanging it on the wall. So I'm probably not going to use it, but I will attach it anyways. So that little metal clip, and then there's a rubber washer. Then you very carefully hold it on the frame and flip it over, as you can see. Now to lock that movement in, I'm not using double-sided tape or any sticky pads. I'm just going to set the brass washer on first. Now I will spin on the new nut and get that finger tight. Then what I will do is I will take that 11 millimeter crescent wrench, and I'm going to give that nut 2 gentle turns so that it's on there nice and firm, but not too tight either. As you can see, replacing that clock movement was pretty simple. So next, we just need to put the new hands on. So the first one to go on will be the hour hand. I didn't realize it at first, but these two hands do have a protective film on them. So here you can see I'm very gently and on both sides of it applying gentle pressure to the hour hand to install it on that plastic connector. Once I do that, then I can set the minute hand in place, and it only goes on one way, and you'll see that the hole has a shape to it so that it kind of locks in place. But this is when I noticed that there was a protective film over the hands, and so it took a minute to peel that off the minute hand as well as the hour hand. And just a reminder, these hands are made of very thin metal, so place them on carefully, make sure you don't bend them, and also make sure that when you install them that they don't contact one another, because if they do, that will affect the quartz movement's ability to move properly. Once you get that hand on, then there's going to be a small nut that threads on, and I'm just going to tighten this finger tight. It's all you need, and then your hands are completely installed. So this is how my new 13-inch long spade hands look on my wall clock. I'm ready to put it back onto the frame. So I'm just going to line up that 12 with the top hook that also lines up with where the screw holes are. And then I will, again, using a Phillips screwdriver, I will screw each of these screws back in. And again, the screws are going through particle board and then into a wood frame. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit, but you really don't need to use much force on putting these screws in because all you're doing is hanging on the wall. Once you've got that last screw in, you are going to need a AA battery, and once you put that in, you can move over to the wall, hang it back up, and at the same time adjust that dial to get your time where you want it. And you should see all your hands move smoothly. Now, congratulations are in order. You have just saved yourself $300 and instead spent $13 on replacement spade hands and a clock movement replacement kit. Nice work. Thanks for watching. Check out the description for more information and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos.